Donald Trump, a detailed life story, early life and education. Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York City, to Fred and Mary Ann Trump. His father was a successful real estate developer who built and managed middle-income apartments in New York's outer boroughs. Trump was the fourth of 5 children. As a teenager, Trump attended the New York Military Academy, a private boarding school where he gained a reputation for being assertive and competitive. He went on to attend Fordham University for 2 years before transferring to the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, where he graduated in 1968 with a degree in economics. Business career. After college, Trump joined his father's real estate business, which he later renamed the Trump Organization. In the 1970s and 1980s, he expanded the business into Manhattan, focusing on high-profile projects. Some of his notable ventures included the renovation of the Commodore Hotel, now Grand Hyatt, the construction of Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue, and ownership of several casinos in Atlantic City. Trump became a media figure in the 1980s and 1990s, known for his flamboyant style, tabloid presence, and luxury branding. He survived several business bankruptcies, particularly in the casino sector, but maintained his personal brand. He licensed the Trump name for everything from real estate to steaks and bottled water. In 2004, he reached new heights of fame with The Apprentice, a reality TV show where he played a commanding business mogul. The show's success helped solidify his image as a savvy entrepreneur, even though critics questioned the accuracy of that portrayal. Political rise and 2016 campaign. Although Trump had flirted with political runs in the past and was a vocal critic of President Obama, his candidacy in the 2016 U.S. presidential election shocked many. Running as a Republican, he announced his campaign in June 2015 with a speech that controversially claimed Mexico was sending rapists across the border. Trump's campaign broke many norms. He used social media, particularly Twitter, extensively and ran a populist platform focused on immigration control, trade protectionism, and draining the swamp of Washington corruption. Despite widespread criticism, he connected with a large base of disaffected voters, especially in working-class white communities. In November 2016, Trump won the presidency by defeating Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton in the Electoral College, although he lost the popular vote by about 3 million votes. Presidency 2017-2021. Trump's presidency was one of the most polarizing in modern American history. His key policies included tax cuts, passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act in 2017, a major overhaul that reduced corporate tax rates. Immigration, imposed travel bans on several Muslim-majority countries, and pushed for stricter border enforcement, including building a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. Judiciary, appointed 3 conservative justices to the U.S. Supreme Court: Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett, shaping the court for decades. COVID-19 pandemic. Trump was heavily criticized for his handling of the pandemic, downplaying its severity early on and clashing with public health officials. His presidency also saw to impeachment trials. First in 2019 for abuse of power related to Ukraine, he was acquitted, and again in early 2021 for inciting the January 6th Capitol riot, again acquitted. January 6, 2021, and election denial. After losing the 2020 election to Joe Biden, Trump and many of his supporters claimed without evidence that the election was stolen. His rhetoric culminated in the January 6, 2021, attack on the U.S. Capitol by a mob of his supporters attempting to stop the certification of the electoral votes. This led to his second impeachment, social media bans, and a significant split in American politics. Post-presidency and 2024 campaign. After leaving office, Trump remained an influential figure in the Republican Party. He continued to hold rallies and endorse candidates in the 2020 midterms, many of whom were loyal to his claims of election fraud. In late 2022, he announced his campaign for the 2024 presidency. Despite facing multiple criminal investigations, including for election interference, mishandling classified documents, and hush money payments, he continued to lead in Republican primary polls into 2024. Legal troubles. By 2024 to 2025, Trump became the first former U.S. president to face multiple criminal indictments. Charges were filed in both federal and state courts. Despite this, many of his supporters viewed the prosecutions as politically motivated, while critics saw them as necessary for rule of law. Legacy. Trump's legacy is deeply divisive. Supporters credit him with shaking up a stagnant political system, strengthening the economy pre-pandemic, and challenging globalism. Critics say he weakened democratic norms, fueled division, and undermined trust in institutions. Regardless of political stance, Donald Trump remains one of the most consequential and controversial figures in modern American history.